Hey y'all, I'm just making sure real quick that it shows that I'm live. Um, okay. Hey y'all, I'm just checking to see. Yep, it shows that I'm live. So it is so good to see y'all again. I am Kelsey with KPIstrategist.com and I am from DOO Round 4. So it's been a minute since I last gave a testimonial of my experience, and so I just wanted to come back almost a year later and share even more ways that it has helped me. And since round 4, it's just amazing to see how far we have come. So today I'm going to talk about 10 ways that the DOO certification can bring you massive ROI. And this comes from like my own life experiences as well as what I've been able to see other gals in the group do as well. And feel free to share in the comments if any of this resonates with you, and we can continue the conversation because I'm going to do this kind of quick hitter style, and then we can continue the conversation afterwards. So the number one reason is strategic mapping. We talk about this all the time, and when you go through the certification, you will see why. But you will get licensed in this proprietary method, and it just allows you to go really deep and get strategic and up level with your clients. You can sell it as is, you can make it your own by going deep in one of the objectives. You can even create a group program around it. I've been using it a lot to create different types of content and blog posts around it, videos. There's just so much you can do with this to not only serve but educate your clients. And yeah, just share that you learned it in the DO certification and you are good to go to use it. Number two reason is flexible schedule. So when I was in corporate, I can think back to like 3, 4 years ago when I was in corporate, and my big ask was to say, hey, can I take off every quarter and go for 2 weeks in my RV? And the short answer is no. So now I get to work when I'm most productive. Like today, this week, for example, we're going to be taking some time off. We had the short week with Labor Day here in the US, and so I am able to just craft my schedule around what works for me, which allows me to work when I'm most efficient, and then that helps my ROI and what I get out of my time as well. And obviously the priceless thing is being able to squeeze in more of those family moments. Number three, the community. Like I'll just leave it at that the community is amazing. Being in this Facebook group, you've probably already gotten a taste of that. It just continues on into the DOO program as well. Um, Also, we value your feedback. So when you give feedback in the course, that continues to build the course experience and in all of our collective ROI as DOOs as well. Number four is you can increase your rates. So I bill by project and results based. However, when I log that against my time tracking, I'm able to see over time, like in my first year, I was able to increase my rates by about an average of $20. Now it's increasing another $20 to $30, getting me in that $40 to $50 range better in year two as I continue to apply these learnings into my business. And this is coming from what I'll call like back in the day bookkeeping rates. So I started an online business as a bookkeeper. We kind of talk about a lot of us starting as administrative assistants as well and like working our way up. And so there is a pliable path for that. Very importantly as well, number five is confidence, increased confidence. So when getting on discovery calls, sharing with people what I do, it's speaking publicly, it's just all more natural now. And like, for example, it wasn't as easy to come on and do a Facebook Live conversational like this a year ago. Number six is versatility. So you can, what I love most, or one of the things I love most, is the versatility of what you learn, like the different modules that you go through. Like you can take one individual module and go deep, for example. I like to coach people a lot on fitting their business model around their ideal lifestyle. So looking at what do you want your schedule to be like? And then from there, deciding, do you want an agency? Do you want to focus on projects? Do you want to go deep with one client on a retainer? Do you want to have a products-based business? There's four main types. And actually, as you go through the certification, you will be quizzed. There's a unique quiz that you'll do to come up with your unique inclination. And then we will coach you along the way of that as well. And I mentioned this kind of leads into number 7, niching down. So I have chosen to niche deep into data and just become an expert and known in that. And so I took some nuggets from the course and really saw through working with other DOOs that there is a need for what I love to do. And so it just really allowed me to amplify that. Number 8, you can be an insider into what works for other DOOs. I just want to keep this quick, so I'll leave it at that. But like when you're in the Facebook group, day to day, interacting with the DOOs, like we have, and you get a taste of that in this Facebook group as well, but we just go deeper into that. We have a lot of conversations about confidential, of course, like we keep things confidential, but like we'll say, hey, we've got this situation, like what do you think about it? And just kind of like bounce ideas around and come up for the solution that works best for us as a DOO and the client, and really trying to create the common good in those situations. And so we coach each other through things like that. Which segues into number 9. So there is just this continuing support. So even after graduating from the DOO, there's opportunity to be in the inner circle. And I'm actually in the inner circle continuing on. And that's also why I wanted to come on here and share some of the latest updates. And finally, I have to mention the team, Natalie and the team is just amazing. Like I said earlier, it's been so cool to see what has happened even over the last year and a half since I have graduated from the DOO, and just how the team is growing, and the course continues to grow with even better content and support. Yeah, you know, from Natalie to Amy and our accountability coaches, and Alex behind the scenes is like keeping us all running, and I just love coaching as well. We have a group of expert coaches in the different areas of the certification, so there is truly someone to encourage you every step of the way. And so thank you so much for sharing this space with me, and I hope that you found my experience helpful. Feel free to comment here or DM me if you have any questions. Take care now.